Crumble for me. That song, I love that song now. When it was popular though, I was like, this is stupid.
No, I like it. That was much more, what's the word, like,
All right guys, so here we are at the trailhead. Today we are going on a hike up the Sioux Valley mountain range, and hopefully we're gonna find some snow and make some great turns. Out today with Kevin again.
Hey guys.
We're all strapped up here. You can see we've got everything from our snowshoes to backpack.
Snowshoes, poles, the works.
Dope.
Yeah, we're set, we're ready.
So yeah, the benefit of today is that instead of having to hike for 3 hours from the valley to the alpine, instead, we were able to drive up an access road into the Sioux Valley. And because of that, we saved ourselves a lot of hiking, and we're already up to like 1,300 meters. So we're only gonna have to hike for maybe 2 hours to get to some really decent stuff, instead of having to hike for like 5 hours from the valley base. So we're saving ourselves a lot of time just by how much elevation we've already accessed. We're about to get into a nice mountainous forest range up here, pretty dense woods, and I think this is probably like, you know, my favorite type of topography. Really mysterious looking, enchanted looking, majestic looking. So nice. Cool little streams everywhere. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna find around the next turn, so I love being in here. Great way to spend the day. How you doing, man?
Yeah, really good. We've reached the snow pretty quick. That drive up helped us. And yeah, it feels good to be in the forest. One step at a time, maybe get our snowshoes on pretty soon.
Yeah, there's almost enough snow to get our snowshoes on right now. There's still mosquitoes though, so it's pretty warm in here. I'm sweating buckets. In addition today, guys, I also decided to add poles to my setup. So hiking poles definitely is making the difference. I would say it's a good like 15% easier with the poles.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess that would be a hard to grab. Hey Kevin, are we officially lost in the woods?
Yes.
Lost in the woods, afraid, scared, fighting for our lives. Hopefully this doesn't result in cannibalism. I don't want to have to eat Kevin. Hey Kevin, you ever tried human flesh? You ever eat brain?
Oh, sorry. I got my wrong dress. Sorry. This is the way. This is the way.
Oh, well, that's what he says. This is tricky. All right, guys, so we just went into snowshoe mode. I've actually borrowed Chris's snowshoes, and they're a major upgrade from last week's snowshoes. These ones are by MSR, and they have these elastomer straps on them, which make it really easy to actually adjust them to your boots. So way easier this time. They're not going to fall off. I'm not going to have snowshoe issues. And then also feeling like the hike is way easier this week because of the poles here that I've got, which I also borrowed from Chris. So thanks, Chris. There's just way more support on my front two arms, and I can sort of stabilize myself. What?
Front two arms. My front two arms.
By having 4 points of contact with the ground, it just makes it way more evenly balanced and you feel more supported on your hike up. So that's been a bonus for sure. Kevin just got into his snowshoes.
Yeah, snowshoe mode. Got the poles. Backpack's feeling good. Ready to summit.
Ready to rock and roll. Kevin this week upgraded to a new Arc'teryx backpack.
I did.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's get that side profile. Oh yeah, spin it around, show it off. Yeah, and you're also using MSR brand snowshoes, right?
Also Chris's, but I've got my own ordered in the mail.
Nice. Yeah, I think these snowshoes are the bomb. They're really good. Pretty stoked. Let's keep moving. So on the map here, you can see that little red portion is pointing the direction that I'm holding the phone, and it changes as we move. And so I think we should aim for this little clearing that's directly ahead of us, directly straight, maybe about 100 yards. And then the path that I would take is, see how it kind of has like a little whoa, see how it has a little line here?
Yeah.
Where are we? So yeah, so see how it goes from here? Yeah. And then I think we go up and into here. Okay. See how there's like this line that goes up into here? Yep. And then that'll lead us up into the alpine. But see how this is kind of like open? Yeah. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so here we are hiking up. I think we're almost into the alpine of the mountain. We think that we found a trail, but we're not exactly sure. So we're just sort of guessing at this point. What do you think? Should we cross the river and then come up on the other bank? Like that, where I'm pointing, what do you think?
Looks good. Andreas is trying to navigate us. So wise.
Yeah, guys, I've been out here once before last season, and I'm trying to just remember where the trail was, because when I was here there was way more bare bone dirt so you could see the trail, versus right now we're kind of guessing. But I think it's up that way.
Yeah.
We're starting to notice, guys, that there's actually like a thin layer of fresh snow. It was raining all day yesterday in the valley, but apparently I think it was just snowing. It was just cold enough that it was snowing up here. Yeah, the snow is already nice and soft, has some good compression to it, pretty slushy feeling, which is exactly the kind of snow that you'd expect to find this late in the year. So snowboarding in June, that'll be a first for me, and I'm pretty stoked about it, so can't wait.
Dig those feet. Oh my God. Scissor me timbers. Nicely done. So dexterous. Oh, damn. Dude, use your front arms.
Shut up.
as you guys can see, it is June 3rd. So we have a mix of snow and dirt patches that we're trying to clear. Andreas is walking like a tightrope. Yeah, use those poles. Oh, watch out, there's a tree. You got it, man. Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, this hike is still fairly tricky. There's still some technical spots. Overall, I think it's still easier than last week's though.
It is easier, but we have cliffs and rocks to come.
All right, guys, we finally made it up here into the alpine. Oh, we're out of the woods, and now we're sort of in like the final portion of the mountain before we make our last summit, which is gonna be up there. I'm thinking we stay off to the left there.
Yep.
And then, yeah, sort of ascend up. Finally, we're up in the alpine.
Andreas, you killing it back there, man?
Yeah, man. I actually got out of my snowshoes because it was so steep back there that it was a little bit cumbersome, and I'd rather just be able to like foot plant. So
we're gonna make it to the peak?
Yeah, dude, we're gonna get up there, man. I am so excited to finally make summit.
Summit!
Wave, Kevin, wave at the camera. Go, go, go. How we doing, man?
Good. Almost at the peak. It's been a grueling hike, but it's gonna be all worth it. Incredible views. I'm stoked.
Oh, we have come a long way. This is grappling here.
Mountaineering.
Holy crap, man. I didn't think this was going to end up being our hardest hike. I thought it was going to be a walk in the park. Look at that view! We did it! No one ever regrets climbing a mountain. winter up here. That was one of the hardest climbs this season so far. Even though we took a car all the way up the mountain to like 1,300 feet, the final access points getting up here were pretty damn steep. So that was grueling, but it feels amazing to be up here. And as you guys know, no one ever regrets climbing a mountain. So I just feel like I'm on top of the world, or at least the top of Whistler. I can't believe we made it up here. It feels freaking amazing. And
sorry, I was blocking the wind, but yeah.
Oh, it feels freaking amazing. And yeah, man, it's just an absolute beaut to be up here. What a view. Yeah, I can't not be feeling it.
What's the plan to get down?
Well, I think we're headed this way, but I just want to be super careful because I can't see the actual face. So I'm hoping that it's not like a drop off here. It's not a cliff. I'm hoping that it just sort of like rounds out and rolls.
Nice.
right, guys, so we're about halfway down. It has been amazing snowboarding so far. The snow is super slushy and soft, so it's great for making those surfy turns. And yeah, Kevin and I have just been working together to make sure that we spot each other's lines and get some really good footage. We, at the very top, were in some very nice, wide, open range terrain, and it was great because you could make some big turns and you had some wide open spaces, which we haven't had yet in any of our hikes this last month. But the hard part was it was very flat light up there, so it was hard to gauge our speed and it was hard to gauge the actual vertical of the slope. The other hard part about it as well was it was very steep in certain areas and we couldn't see over the hump of the cusp of the snow, and so we weren't sure if we were going over something that was just going to be a steep terrain or whether it was like a vertical drop. So we had to be very cautious, we had to be very careful, but that's what you want to be in these kind of conditions. You know, nobody wants to be a hero out here. You just want to take it easy, get your turns, but play it safe, because if anything were to happen out here, we are a long way from home. How you doing over there, Kevin?
That ride was amazing, exceeded my expectations. We found a good route down through this gully, which has been really fun too. And yeah, that was amazing. Exceeded my expectations. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I think that we probably found the best run that we could down through the mountains, so pretty stoked. All right, we're gonna keep going.
Amazing, dude.
All right, guys, I think we're at the end of our ropes here as far as rideable snow, and now we just have to make our way back to the car. But yeah, we had some epic turns. There was some great snowboarding in there today, so really excited to get back and look at that footage. Oh man, guys, today was super special for me in particular because I have never been snowboarding this like late into the spring or into the summer. I have never gone snowboarding in June. So feeling super lucky to be out here today and super happy that there's still this much snow up the mountain, you know? Super stoked to be out riding.
That's awesome, man.
And yeah, guys, you know, like we've been doing a whole bunch of hikes this spring, but this was the first time that we actually got, you know, up into the alpine and made it to the peak of the mountain. So we actually made it to the top, and that felt pretty special as well. Woo! Hoo-hoo! right, guys, so we made it back down to the car. Super stoked because we made it just in time. It's like 8 o'clock, the sun is going down, and I wouldn't want to be in the forest past the sun going down because it gets really dark in there. We used Fat Maps and Google Maps to sort of track our way back down to our car down here at this access road. And it wasn't until the last 10 minutes that we actually found the trail. So for the most part, we were just boot packing down through the bush. Feeling super lucky to still be snowboarding in June. You know, I've never snowboarded in June before, so this is awesome. Can't not be feeling this. And yeah, just excited now to be back home, back down the mountain to safety, back to the car. And yeah, it's gonna be maybe like an hour-long drive back down this service road, but can't wait to get home and just relax. So ultimately, today was an awesome success, and it was probably our hardest hike yet this season. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my buddy Kevin's channel, Snowboard Pro Camp. There'll be a link in the description. Great day riding with you today, man.
Amazing.
Fantastic. All right, we're gonna get down the mountain before we get eaten by bugs. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.